Hello, Aquarius. Welcome back to the Spirit's Path. And this is your April horoscope for 2021. And before I get started, let's just recap how the year's gone so far. All right, you started off with the Ancestor. That's the card of the year. Everybody's starting off with this, and you're listening to your own universal beat. Your path is unique from everybody else's, as theirs are, unique from yours. Okay, and you walk through the birch trees and you started down that path. Okay, whatever it is, whatever that universal beat has for you as you're moving forward. January started out with an ending. Okay, January was all about walking through, finishing up in completion, walking through that maze, that major arcana card of, now it's the time to walk through the tree. Now's the time for a new opportunity, a new beginning. Okay, new wisdom, new insight, new knowledge. All right, and that's how you started the year off, which is great. Because February, as you walked through that tree and you came out the other side gaining new wisdom and knowledge, okay, you came into the Ten of Arrows, another completion stage, okay, where you're going to do some instructing, or maybe you're going to do some learning. All right, maybe you're the teacher, maybe you're the student here in February. Maybe you're both. Maybe you're able to teach somebody what's going on. Okay, you're instructing somebody with that skill set that they need to learn. Okay, and they're pointing right into March. That arrow's going to fly right into March, and this is telling me that you're the teacher. Okay, you're listening to your own beat, Aquarius. You've gone through the tree. Now it's your turn to teach. It's your turn to instruct. And that instruction is right up your alley. Whatever your skill set is, okay, that's what you're teaching so far this year. You're teaching your skill set. You're showing others how to do things differently than what you've done in the past. That could be, new students. That could be old students. All right? You were brought into a situation to start something new, to show them how they can succeed. And that's all based on the skill set that you have. So what can you expect in April, Aquarius? I'm going to do the same thing I've done last month. I'm going to pull one card, which is the Ace of Bows, Spark of Life. All right. And then I'm also going to pull 4 cards for the weeks of April. And we're going to tie that Ace of Bows, Spark of Life into the rest of the cards. And then the weekly cards into the Ace of Bows. So let's draw one card here for the first week of April. 4 of Arrows, Rest. That's represented the first week. Second week in April, Aquarius. Second week in April, Aquarius is going to be represented by one card. Ace of Vessels, the Waters of Life. Another new beginning. You got a lot of new beginnings coming up here. Okay, that third week in April, Aquarius is going to represent or be represented by the Woodward card. Major Arcana, Strength. And in that fourth week in April, Aquarius is going to be represented by one card, the King of Arrows and the Kingfisher. Okay, Aquarius, so the month of April is represented by the Ace of Bows and the Spark of Life. Aces, again, are new beginnings, and that's all I'm seeing here is new beginnings for you this year. Here you are going into 2021. You're listening to your own beat. Everybody is. Okay? The World Tree comes up. You've walked the maze for the last year, and you said to yourself, you know what? I'm going to do something new. I'm gonna walk through this door and gain, I have the knowledge and the wisdom. to pass on. And I'm going to gain, I'm going to pass through this door to start a new journey, especially for 2021. And you're going to gain some other insights. You're going to gain some more wisdom. And as you walked out the other side of that door, you were met with the Ten of Arrows, instruction. All right, and I feel that you're the instructor here, that you're the one teaching. Okay, maybe you were brought in from a company, from another company, to instruct somebody else on how to do something better, because it aligns with your skill set, which is that Eight of Stones skill. Whatever that skill set is of yours, now you're instructing it. And here you have an opportunity in April, with its new beginning, to put some creativity into it, to put some fire into it, to action. How's that? Let's say you were brought into a new corporation to instruct others based on the skill set that you have. Okay, and after assessing everything and analyzing everything, now it's time to put stuff into action. Okay, the spark of life, moving things forward with what's going on. And it's a new beginning. It's a new beginning for all. Okay, it's a new opportunity. So, here you are in April with this opportunity to start something fresh, create that action. Okay. And it's time to sit back and relax during that first week. All right. Take some rest before you start putting things into action. Make sure you have all your resources gathered. Take the opportunity to, talk things out. Make sure that action plan is right. Okay, before you put it into action. Be restful with that Four of Arrows. Second week is the Ace of Vessels, the waters of life. Again, that's a new beginning. And this vessels being water energy, emotions, all right, waters of life. Maybe there's a communication process here. Maybe during that first week while you're resting, you want to put things together, all right, for this month. Let's sit back. Let's come up with a communication plan. Okay, because whatever it is that we're going to be doing, okay, it's going to have a lot of energy around it. People are going to get emotional about it. We need to have a communication plan to where everything's transparent, where everybody understands what's going on. With an organization or the communication. Even if this is a relationship, okay, just having that opportunity to rest and come up with a communication plan, making sure that plan is going to be able to move forward. Okay, with the least amount of resistance. Okay, letting the waters of life, help guide you. The third week is going to be all about the strength, gaining strength to implement that plan. Gaining strength to make sure the emotions don't run high. You rested that first week, so this week when you do implement it, you have the strength to carry out those decisions. And in that fourth week is taking on that kingly aspect of the King of Arrows and the Kingfisher. That Kingfisher is all about ancient wisdom and lore. And, with that being the king, there's going to be somebody, or you're going to have to be that somebody, to, give that kingly advice. Okay? The advice, that leads back to that third week of being strong. All right? To not be so emotional in that advice, to take on that kingly aspect of keeping your emotions in check, right? Because you've thought through this whole process of what's going on. This creative process of that spark of life. And the king's going to ask you during this fourth week, what must you focus on clearly? In order to put that plan into action, that spark of life, now that you have a communication plan and you've got strength behind it, what must you focus on clearly? What's that first step as you're moving forward? Who can give you that wise word or counsel on this action plan that you have? That's what that King of Arrows, Kingfisher, talks about. All right, Aquarius, so there you have it. Ace of Bows, Spark of Life. All right, you're listening to your beat. You walk through the world tree. You're maybe you brought into a new corporation or a new relationship, and you're instructing based on your skill set. And now it's time to be creative in that process. You're going to rest that first week, maybe come up with a game plan. Ace of Vessels, look at the communication aspect, make sure emotions don't get out of whack, with you or your team or your corporation. You're going to have some strength around it, some resolve. Okay? And, you're going to take on that aspect during that fourth week of that King of Arrows, that Kingfisher, allowing you to focus on what you clearly need to do to put this action plan into place, which is represented by the Ace of Bows, Spark of Life. Okay, Aquarius, there you have it. There's your April horoscope. Hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others. And this is D for Spirit's Path. We'll talk to you in May. Take care. God bless. Stay safe.